Welcome to Punta del Este, one of the richest beach resorts in South America, right here in Uruguay. It's described as the Monaco of South America. It's a city that huge Argentinian money comes here every summer. You've got Brazilian millionaires who have second homes here. They've got yacht clubs, they've got everything. And in the peak season of January, February, the prices of the hotels and the restaurants go up. And that's when I'm right now here at the end of February. So where am I staying on my budget in an expensive place like this? The Trip Hostel, £8 a night. Oh my God, it is the cheapest place in the city. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little wander around, have a feel for the place, and then go back to the hostel and show you exactly what it's like and what you get for £8 a night. So I arrived here about half an hour ago. So the bus station is down that way towards the beach. So I was staying in La Barra, which is about 5 kilometers away. It's the Bohemian side of Punta del Este. And I just wanted to spend a night where the rich people were, but in a cheap place. To get here, I got the local bus, 75 pesos, cheapest chips. The check-in was a little bit dodgy. They, for some reason, wouldn't accept my card, so I had to go out and find a cash machine, an ATM, which is about half an hour's walk away down this way, and then I was able to get my room. And it's the first hostel I've been to where it's not just bunk beds, it's triple beds, 1, 2, 3, all on top of each other. And like I said, I'll show you in a minute. So this place is just full of expensive hotels, expensive apartments, and as you get the bus from La Barra, it takes you all the way along the coast for a few k's, a few kilometers, and you can just see the money that's been spent on this place. And I've had a lot of subscribers tell me that this place is worth coming to, and lots of things to see in the area, of which I'll be doing tomorrow, only because it is, as I said, it's 4:15 now, so it'll probably start getting dark in the next couple of hours. So I think I want to spend the whole day just exploring, plus 2 nights in the Trip Hostel, £8 a night. That's my budget, and it's got a kitchen so I can cook tonight. So today is the last day of the bank holiday, the Carnival bank holiday, and all these buses are queuing up to get into the bus station. When I arrived, the place was packed. It was so many people leaving to go back to either Brazil or back to Argentina. A lot of people that looked very hungover, but happy. And already I can feel the difference between La Barra, the Bohemian side, and down here, because of the fact this is more touristy, whereas La Barra is more laid back, chilled, surfer dudes. Beep, beep, beep. And although I've not done any research on the place yet, tonight I will be getting my head into the internet to find out about this place as much as I can. So I thought I'd just nip into the bus station just to drive through it. The bus station is looking a lot less quieter than it was earlier on. I think the journey back to Argentina will be about 7-8 hours. And that's a long bus journey for 4 days of holiday. They must be the stragglers on. Right, I'm down at the seafront. Just thought I'd have a look around. There is a lot going on down here, of which I really want to explore more tomorrow. That's quite funky. I've been told that come the winter time, sort of June, July, August, this becomes a bit of a ghost town, but it's still got people coming to stay. And you can see all along the beach, all along the road, there's just a lot of expensive places to stay. And even at 4:30, the beach is still packed. People in the water, and then you can just see all the yachts in the background. So the yacht club is down that way. I'll be going down there tomorrow mainly because you've got sea lions down there. Wow. There's a bridge, but there's no river under it. But I'm still going to cross it. So when I checked in with the trip hostel, I did say to them that it's one of the cheapest places that I've been to in Uruguay, and she agreed. But she did say we keep it simple to keep it cheap. But I've already sat on the bed and it is comfortable. It's got a decent pillow, and more importantly, it's the first hostel that I've come to in Uruguay that's got aircon. Excellent. Right, it looks like this bridge or walkway just goes all the way along with little stops to get off. Oh, I've just had a little trip there. So I don't want to walk all the way. Wow, I wonder how much that cost to stay in there. Are they second homes? Are they apartments? Is it a hotel? So I've come away from the beach, which is just down there. I just want to come see a bit more of the centre. Between here and the beach is a massive skate park, and then you've got a casino. Well, obviously, if this is the Monaco of South America. It didn't look that big though. Pavement looks a bit dodgy. So this road takes you down to the very bottom of the peninsula. And I did have to stop film there because the Indian market had music blasting out the place. So this is where you get all your shops, you get all your, oh, there's a town hall there. That looks quite funky, with a bit of building work going on behind it. So this is still busy with tourists. And I did read that the best time to come here, if you are trying to save money, It's probably March time, towards the end of the season. Oh, pizza. Now I did look at the prices of some of these places coming down. Oh, not cheap. Which is why I'm going to try and find a shop that sells food to get some pasta for tonight. My favourite. But yeah, that's it stands out a bit. Right, I've just crossed the road only because I've just seen the tourist information office. Now it's closed at the moment, so I'll be here first thing tomorrow morning to try and get some maps of the area. Yeah. But the sun is starting to come down. God, it's 5 to 5 already. It's actually getting quite hard to film on the street because of the amount of music blasting out of places. It's gone a bit quiet now. Ice cream shop. I am saving myself for my pasta later on if I can find someone that sells it. I've just seen the Statue of Liberty. What's she doing here on holiday? So I can imagine that this place, the last couple of days during the bank holiday weekend, would have been crazy busy. But you still got your art galleries over there. Oh my God, there's a McDonald's just there. And more importantly, there's a laundrette for me tomorrow. And it looks like that I just hand it in and don't do it myself. Even better. And next door McDonald's is Burger King. Wow, I've not seen them two for a few weeks since Brazil. Right, I'm going to head back to the hostel, show you what it's like. I've seen enough of the centre. Tomorrow will be everything else, the proper touristy things. So I'm back at the hostel. I'm on the roof. Well, I say it's a roof. It's a place to chill. I don't think it's used that much. Now, as you come in to the hostel, this is what it's like. It is a bar as well. You've got people chilling, and then leads on to the kitchen. It's a nice place. £8 a night. What am I going to complain about? And then you've got the rooms. Now, there's my bed space, and then you've got the second, and then you've got the third layer. And I was talking to someone earlier on who's staying on the top. It's really difficult climbing up, so I'm glad I'm at the bottom. I've also bought my very first coffee for the very first time in 3 days. I've had no coffee. Oh my God, that is so I'm going to enjoy that. But that was just a short introduction to Punta del Este. As I was walking back, there is so much to see that tomorrow's going to be good. So if you've enjoyed this little first impressions, and it's a good impression that I've had, then all you got to do is press that like button. If you want to see more of the famous statues that they have on the beach, the sea lions, the Marina, the millionaires, I'll find one, Then all you got to do is press subscribe. But until the next time, bye bye for now.